I found Sandy Metz's keynote inspirational and just moving and deep. This session will not be that. So if that's what you're looking for, you're in the wrong spot. We're aiming for wacky fun here, is what we're going to try to do. And we are going to play a game. Don't want to call it Jeopardy. I don't know if we can do that. So we'll call it Peril is the game we're going to play with some Ruby trivia and stuff. Before we do that, I have to introduce and definitely thank my contestants because I basically just emailed them and they said no, and I bugged them until I talked them into saying yes, and got them to come up here and let me make fun of them on stage, which is so cool. So help me welcome them. Our first contestant has the one thing all Rubyists wish they had, and that's great hair.
I'm working on it.
But no, seriously, more often than we see his hair, we hear his voice. As a regular panelist on the Ruby Rogues podcast, as the producer of the amazing Ruby Tapas screencast series, and then as author of just all these kinds of books that help us deal with exception or write confident code, etc. Please welcome Avdi Grimm. My second contestant wrote the book that changed all of our lives, Programming Elixir. Right?
Yeah. You just don't know it yet.
Before he did that, he also wrote a book you may have heard of called Programming Ruby. Before he wrote that, he also wrote a book you may have heard of called The Pragmatic Programmer. And, as a signatory of the Agile Manifesto and all of those things, I think there's little doubt how much influence Dave has had on our day-to-day development. So please welcome Dave Thomas. My third contestant is a born teacher, and I know we all learn things from him every day in philosophy. And when he's not teaching us that, he is usually spending time saving open source projects or continuing Y's legacy or triaging Rails issues and about a million other things. I'm pretty confident he does not sleep. Please welcome Steve Klobnik. So we have our contestants, and now we need some categories for our game. So these will be our categories. All of these categories are related to Ruby in some way, except notable exception. But so this is people in history of Ruby is the first category. Syntax of Ruby, so things like operators and keywords and stuff like that are fair game. Core methods, so this is anything in Ruby that you get without using a require statement is fair game here. Any version of Ruby is fair game up to and including Ruby 2. The standard library, so anything that ships with Ruby that you can get with a require statement, that's fair game, any version. Rails, we're going to have a Rails topic, and this is any version of Rails up to and including Rails 4, the newly released Rails 4. That's Rails. And then the final category is a free-for-all. I'm not going to tell you what's in there, so choose it and find out. That's the advice there. So here's our game board.
Oh, wow.
Cool, right? We have 200, 400, 600, 800, and 1,000. Let's see, I guess we usually choose randomly who goes first, is that right? I don't know, somebody write a random number generator, quick, you're programmers. Come on. What, 2? That sounded random. Dave Thomas will select first.
I'm not here to answer questions. I'm here for advice on hair care products.
You came to the wrong place.
Yeah, I guess so. So what do I have to do here? I have to start with a category and type the top there. Is that right?
Any spot on the board is acceptable.
Any spot.
Jeopardy.
Oh.
In Jeopardy.
That's right. Yep, that's true.
All right. Is this a stupid thing where you have to ask a question as the answer?
Yes, yeah, I'll give you the answer, you give me the question.
Okay, so
And you are off to an excellent start.
Oh, okay.
Can you explain the rules? Sure. I have an assistant. I had to bring an assistant. Do you like my children's toy here? I'm a dad, so I solve problems with children's toys, and this is our buzzer. And Dana is helping me out with that. Dana, give us the rules of Jeopardy.
Okay, so basically, okay, so you call out the category and the price that you want. So if I were playing and I wanted to play an off topic, I would say off topic for 200.
200 commits, right?
200 commits.
No, it's 200 rubies.
200
See the little
rubies.
symbol? Yeah.
Okay, so 200 rubies, and then James will read the answer, and then the contestants all have to push their little button. Whoever hits it first will light up, the other two will be disabled, and that person who has their light on gets to ask the question that responds to the answer. Okay? And if you get it correct, you get that many points, and you get to ask again. If you get it wrong,
Someone else can buzz
rinse,
in.
repeat, until somebody gets the answer or until James takes pity on you and gives it to you. Okay? Whoever has the most points wins.
Is it? Cool. Yep. Thanks.
All right. All right, let's start gentle, and I'll take Steinax for 200.
All right. Answer is, the company named after this operator will be pleased to hear that the rumors of its death in Ruby 1.9 are exaggerated. Steve,
What is a hash rocket?
that's it. What is the hash rate? Okay, Steve, your choice.
I am intrigued. I'm going to take off topic for 600 rubies.
For 600.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, if you're going to do the weird thing, you might as well completely do the weird
brave.
thing.
This is the technique of partially cooking food so that it can be finished later. He's less intrigued now.
Yeah.
Dave.
What isn't freezing?
No, not it.
Why not?
Not
I
the
mean, she
answer.
read the rules. I understand the rules.
Steve,
What is par baking?
par cooking. We'll take it. Yes. Where's par cooking? And Steve again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do rails for 200 rubies.
Rails for 200. Steve might know something about this category. This is the only command you don't need to prefix with bundle exec. Steve?
What is rails new?
Rails new? I think we'll take it. It's what is Rails? No?
In Rails 4, any other command other than Rails new has to be bin Rails, whatever the command is.
Okay, that's a fair point.
That's
a
the
fair
reason.
point. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
reason why I said.
Clarification. See, we're all learning things here, including me. Okay, so we will take that. Steve, your choice.
I should just push the advantage and go with Rails for 400.
Rails for 400?
Yeah.
He'll run out of these categories eventually.
Yep.
If you had a JavaScript event trigger in your application that is misbehaving after the 4.0 upgrade, this new feature may be to blame. Steve?
What is turbolinks?
How did he know that? Steve, your choice again.
This is 600. Let's just keep doing it.
This routing feature can restrict matches to requests on a specified subdomain or using a given protocol. Steve?
What is constraints?
Constraints, yes, that's right.
All right, finishing it off, 800. Let's just keep going. We'll get to the Ruby standard library and I'll destroy it. It's fine.
This no longer documented automation will reverse then reapply the last set of database schema changes. Dave Thomas.
It's rake db migrate redo.
There we go. It is rake db migrate redo. And that was Dave. Get some points. Okay, Dave, your choice.
Would you like to do Rails for 1,000? You sure? Because I don't know a thing about it. Yeah, I'm going to get it out of the way. Rails for 1,000.
That's pretty good.
Let me know when it's over.
This rarely seen flag to the association macros gives Rails the hint to reuse an in-memory Ruby instance.
Oh.
See, we took this out and you said any versions. Now I'm like, what is it?
No guesses? Going once. Opti?
What is inverse of?
There we go. What is inverse of?
So, inverse of is not out. I thought we were talking about the identity map.
No.
So then don't worry, inverse of is not going away. That's all I'm saying.
Steve gave everybody a heart attack.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Opti, your choice.
I'll take standard library for 200.
Standard library for 200. He's trying to get back at Steve.
Yeah.
Here we go. This library gives Ruby's cryptic global variables much more readable names.
What is English?
What is English? Yes. Steve, your choice, Steve.
Let's do Ruby standard library for 400.
400. Okay. This library can be used to generate random bytes, strings of hexadecimal characters, UUIDs, and more.
Does that work? Am I allowed to buzz in before you finish?
Yes, go ahead.
What is secure random?
What is secure random? Yes, that's right. He said he didn't know anything about the standard library, remember?
I watched Ruby Tapas a lot.
All right, Steve,
Does that mean I get half a point?
Let's do core methods for 200.
Our methods for 200. This mixin isn't as popular as enumerable, but it does add several methods for ordering objects. Dave Thomas.
Comparable? Sorry, what is comparable?
Right, it is comparable. Oh, yeah, it's comparable. That's right. Dave, your choice.
Oh, gosh. Next one down, whatever that is, 400 core methods.
Okay. This iterator was added as an alternative to inject when the same object is always returned from the block. Dave?
What is reduce?
No. Avdi?
What is each with object?
That's right. And that's Avdi. And Avdi, your choice.
Core methods for 600.
Methods for 600. This method flips some common iterators from greedy to conservative, allowing for the construction of infinite data pipelines. Dave Thomas.
Sorry, this method?
Yes.
Oh, what is to enum?
To enum. That's an interesting answer that might actually be true, but it's not the one I have in mind. So, no. Some people write books on Ruby, you know, and they know everything. Steve.
What is lazy?
Yeah, that's the one I had in mind. It's, yeah, greedy to conservative, and you can do it with two enum as well, right? It's kind of
Maybe.
a valid answer. Dave, please come back. That's hilarious. We lost Dave Thomas.
We'll add an elixir category.
Dave, we miss you. Give him points.
What?
Do we have anyone who duck types as Dave Thomas?
He went after refreshments. Very wise. It's definitely debatable if 2enum does allow that. I think it does. But it wasn't the answer I had in mind. Okay,
For a second, I was afraid you were going to say you were thinking of enum 4, which is an alias for
to 2enum?
That would have been really mean.
That would have been bad. All right, Steve, your choice.
We haven't done any people in history, so let's do that for 200.
Give one history for 200. Also, Steve, you've kind of laid off topic. I seem to have scared you off of that.
Yeah.
Here we go. These were the first 2 books published about Ruby in English.
Ooh.
Dave?
I would guess what is Programming Ruby? Programming Ruby and Ruby Way?
That's right. Programming Ruby and the Ruby Way. You know, this one's interesting because I could not remember which one of these actually published first. And I did my best effort because I had a suspicion it was the Ruby Way, but maybe I remember that wrong. And I tried to find out, and the internet just does not agree on which one of these hit first. They hit very close to each other in 2001, I think.
Programming Ruby.
Was Programming Ruby first? Okay, they were really close, like I think within a month or so. Yeah, those are the 2 books. Dave, your choice. And
Keep on going down there, please.
Okay, people in history for 400. August 19th, 2009. Steve? Don't touch that, but that was Dave. Steve?
See, now I have to guess the phrasing that you picked. What is Y Day?
What is the Y Day? We'll take that. What is the day why the Lucky Stiff withdrew from the Ruby community? Yeah, same thing. Y Day. And there's that. All right, Steve, your choice.
Let's do off topic for 200. Rise to the challenge.
It dictates that there can be no interference with the internal development of alien civilizations.
What is the prime directive?
That's right. What do you mean? That's on topic. All right, Abdi, your choice.
Nope.
Oh yeah, points for Abdi, sorry.
Syntax for 400.
Syntax for 400. This operator was added to support method-like parameters, but it stayed in Ruby even after block parameters were enhanced. Dave?
It's the stabby proc. Well, sorry, what is a stabby proc?
Stabby, yes. The error operator, stabby lambda, stabby proc, yeah, all the same thing. That's correct. Dave, your choice.
Keep on going down the syntax then.
Syntax. This abuse of another operator is generally relegated to scripting hacks that involve quick and dirty filtering of data. And it's Dave.
Are you talking about sorry, yes, that's a question. Are you talking about the ampersand operator for doing things like 2proc and stuff?
No.
You should be. Doesn't he get a score as well?
Next time, Dave will be checking my questions and answers. But no, filtering of data, I think, makes it not the ampersand. Steve Abdi, want to take a shot? Nope, we're going to let this one go. Audience, shout it out.
Flip-flop.
Yes.
Oh, God.
What is the flip-flop operator? It's the abuse of the range operator, right? Filtering data. What is the flip-flop operator? Somebody
An
gets that.
operator.
It's not an operator. It's not nice. Okay.
No, I said I don't recognize the flip-flop.
Oh, you don't
operator as
recognize
being-
it.
No.
All right, see, not part of Ruby. We're pretty sure. Okay, so Dave, your choice again.
Why bother? Yeah, no, I'll go for syntax again.
Syntax again. 800. These expressions have an implicit 2s tacked onto their result. Steve.
What is string interpolation?
That's correct. What is it? Interpolation. Steve, your choice.
Let's do off topic for 400.
Topic for 400. Though their motto is live music capital of the world, this city hosts a yearly Ruby conference. Steve?
What is Nashville?
No.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Anybody else want to take a shot? Dave?
And what's New Orleans?
Abdi, you've got a shot if you'd like to take it. Yes.
Austin?
Yes.
Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right.
There was a question mark at the end of the, yeah. Dot,
After a lot of
dot
dots.
Austin?
Austin?
But that's a range operator that you don't recognize.
It was Abdi, your choice.
I'll go in for some abuse. People in history for 600.
People in history for 600. He holds the all-time record for Rails commits ahead of David Heinemeier Hansen, Aaron Patterson, and more. Steve?
Who is Jeremy Kemper?
That's correct. So it's Jeremy Kemper. And Steve, your choice.
Let's do standard library for 600.
For 600. This library gave user-level access to Ruby's parser.
Oh, God, it's cool.
Abdi?
What is Ripper?
Yes. What is Ripper?
I haven't even done a Ruby tapas on that one.
That's right. That's why
why I didn't know.
That's why
Yeah.
Steve didn't answer.
I'll stick with standard library.
Okay, for 800?
Yeah.
All right. It got considerably easier to get the size of the terminal Ruby is running in when this standard library was added.
What is console?
I/O console, yes. What is I/O console?
And let's take it all the way up to 1,000.
Okay, standard library for 1,000. Though not its primary purpose, this library gives us a great one-liner for launching a web server.
Oh, man.
Nobody knows about this one, right? The examples always use Python.
Yeah,
for
it's always
launching.
Python.
What is G-server?
No. Steve, Dave, you want to take a shot?
I don't remember.
I
Nope.
don't think this one's even documented in programming Ruby. I mean, the library is documented, but this use of it is not documented. What? Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to spoil it for you. What is on? This is the one that primarily gives Windows commands.
You made that up.
Unit. I did not make it up. If you do on, it's help or on, help, I think. It will explain the various commands, and the last one is HTTP, and it will launch a server. Yeah, web server. Pretty cool stuff. And we got that one. It was Abdi's pick.
Syntax for 800.
We only have 1,000.
Oh, okay. That one.
Okay. This character is the only way to define a parameter list that accepts multiple arguments but sets no local variables. Abdi?
The splat, the star, the asterisk.
What is the asterisk or the naked
splat,
as
yes.
it was called in the Ruby Tapas episode? Yeah, can slurp all the arguments but not put them in variables. It was Abdi, and your choice again.
Off topic for 800.
Here we go. Humans share about 60% of their DNA with this common food item. Other humans. Dave,
What is lettuce?
what is lettuce? No. Good guess though. Abdi?
What is chicken?
No. Steve, you want to take a guess?
No idea.
No idea. Who in the audience knows? Yeah.
Bananas?
That's right. What is a banana? Yeah. 60% of our DNA.
That's
shared with
bananas.
That's Abdi, I believe it's your choice.
All right. Core methods, 800.
Core methods for 800. This method, recently added to array and range, has the potential to speed up some very large data traversals. I like the look on their face. This one is documented in programming Ruby, so Dave has no excuse this time.
Actually, I do have an excuse. I'm missing like a large part of my brain. So.
Anyone? Going once? Going twice? How about the audience? Do you know this one? Oh, wait, Steve, want to try?
Sure.
Okay.
What is P each? Did that get added?
P each? No.
Darn it.
I am not
Those
aware
share
of this method.
60% of the DNA with most Ruby programs.
All right. Audience, do you know what this one is? Anyone?
Lazy?
Not lazy, no. I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Cover, no. Yep, there it is. What is B-search?
Oh.
Binary search was added to Ruby in an iterator. You can now do iterated binary search. Pretty cool stuff. Who chose that one? It was
I think it's still Avdi.
Avdi. Yeah, it was Avdi.
People, 800.
People and history for 800. Before his death, he used his knowledge of Ruby's internals to answer primarily in Ruby questions on mailing lists. I'm sorry, I didn't see. Dave?
Who was Geek Deku?
That's correct.
Yep.
Very good. Dave, good answer. Your choice.
Lord. Which one do you want, Steve?
I feel like off topic needs to be saved for last. So let's just do people in history.
Okay, yeah, he wants people in history.
Here we go. This name was rejected in favor of Ruby during a chat session between Yukihiro Matsumoto and Keiju Ishikura? I don't know, in 1993.
I know this.
Anyone? Does anybody know what Ruby almost was called? Sandy made fun of the name. Nobody from the contestants?
Pearl 2?
Oh, Dave's gonna try.
Pearl with an A.
Pearl with an A. It's not Pearl with an A, no. Anyone in the audience know? You remember? No, it's not Emerald. That was a joke by Why the Lucky Stiff one time. He said we were switching to Emerald now. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. What is coral? Okay. All right, 2 questions left.
Well, I got no choice. It has to be core methods.
Cool. All right. Here we go. This method removes the need to roll your own or load Webrick just to steal a bit of code, both common in earlier days. I stumped them with the hard ones. Steve?
What is Ruby gems?
No.
I'm thinking steal other people's code. I don't know.
No, steal a bit of code from Webrick. Webrick had this method, and people used to require Webrick just to call it. Any other guesses from the contestants? No guesses there. How about in the audience? I'm sorry?
I said CGI.
No? What is process daemon? Everybody used to require Webrick just to call the daemonize method in Webrick and get a daemon. But now it's in the core. Process daemon. All right, last question. Here we go. Off topic for 1,000. This parenting practice aims to send the message that all feelings are okay, even the worst ones. Dave?
What is spoiling?
I'm tempted to give him that one. No, it's not spoiling. Any other ideas?
I have a bunch of vague thoughts, but none of them are cohesive.
None of them are cohesive. Avdi, also a parent.
Don't blow it.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm sure your kids are watching this. No big deal. No pressure.
What is loving them?
No. It's emotion coaching. What is emotion coaching?
You made that up.
I did not make that up.
It's another Star Trek reference.
Yes. Yes. So the final score
That
is
explains Wesley.
ouch. So we ended up with a tie, it seems. Offie and Steve at 4,400. So we give the contestants a round of applause, please. Thank you. Final Jeopardy. No, we didn't do Final Jeopardy because James didn't have time to program it. But this program is a Rails 4 application, and it's on GitHub under my name, Jeg2. It's Peril if you want to check it out, play around with it, use it at other conferences. Go for it. You're free to do it. I'll put the game file that was this game in there and commit it up next time there's working internet. All right, thanks everybody. That's it. Bye.